Welcome to our deep dive into the world of frugality. Today we explore the topic, a typical day in the life of a frugal person. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is frugality? Well, it's the practice of finding less expensive alternatives, saving resources, and reducing waste. It's about making the most of what you have and spending less on what you don't need. But let's clear up a common misconception. Being frugal is not about being cheap. While a cheap person may avoid spending money at all costs, a frugal person understands the value of money and chooses to spend it wisely. Living a frugal lifestyle has numerous benefits. It can help you save money, reduce your ecological footprint, and promote a sense of self-sufficiency. It's about appreciating the simple things in life and finding joy in what you already have. So are you ready to embark on this journey with us? Stay with us to discover how a frugal person navigates their day. The day begins early for a frugal person with a morning routine that maximizes time and resources. Rising with the dawn, they start their day by preparing a simple yet nutritious breakfast at home. This not only saves a few dollars that would otherwise be spent at a cafe, but also provides an opportunity to control the quality and quantity of ingredients used, leading to a healthier lifestyle. This frugal individual doesn't stop there, though. They extend their money-saving habits into their morning cup of coffee too. By brewing their own coffee, they avoid the marked-up prices of coffee shops, and they get to savor the aroma of freshly brewed coffee that fills their kitchen. It's a win-win situation. And speaking of winning, let's talk about energy efficiency. Our frugal friend is mindful of the appliances they use and how they use them. An energy-efficient toaster or a kettle, for instance, might be a small investment up front, but they pay off in the long run by keeping electricity bills low. When it's time to head to work, our frugal person opts for public transportation or carpooling instead of driving alone. This not only saves on gas and parking fees, but also reduces their carbon footprint. Now that's efficient and eco-friendly. By the time they've left for work, a frugal person has already made several smart financial decisions. The beauty of frugality is that it's not just about saving money, but also about making the most of what you have. And that's a philosophy that can turn every morning into a good one. At work, the frugal person continues to make choices that save money without sacrificing quality of life. Just as the sun rises in the east, the frugal person is likely to bring a packed lunch from home. Not only does this save on the cost of buying lunch, but it also allows for better control over what's being consumed, and let's not forget it can be a healthier option too. A frugal person also uses office resources wisely. It's not about hoarding pens or printing every piece of information. Instead, it's about making conscious choices, using digital notes instead of paper, turning off the monitor when not in use, or simply reusing a single pen until it runs out of ink. These might seem like small steps, but remember, every little bit adds up. Now, let's talk about those fancy coffees and snacks from the vending machine or nearby cafe. Sure, they might seem like a small treat, but those few dollars every day quickly add up over a month. The frugal person knows this and chooses to bring their own coffee or snack from home, or maybe they'll choose to enjoy the free coffee provided in the break room. You see, being frugal isn't about being cheap or denying oneself. It's about making thoughtful decisions and understanding where your money goes. It's about realizing that you don't have to spend money to enjoy your day at work. It's about finding joy in simplicity and contentment in making smart choices. Even at work, the frugal person finds ways to save. After work, the frugal person's day doesn't end. Their evening routine is also designed to save money. When the final hour of work ticks away, their mindset doesn't clock out, but rather gears up for the next part of their day. Now, one might think that after a long day, a frugal individual would want to splurge on a takeout dinner or a fancy restaurant meal, but that's not usually the case. Instead, they dive into the art of cooking their own meals. Not only does this save them a considerable amount of money, but it also allows them to control what goes into their food. It's a win-win situation. They save money and eat healthier. But the evening isn't just about cooking and eating. It's also about investing time in hobbies or DIY projects that could save them money in the long run. Maybe they spend some time tending to their vegetable garden, which pays off in fresh produce. Perhaps they knit their own scarves or mend their own clothes. These seemingly small activities can add up to significant savings over time. Yet the frugal person's evening doesn't end there. Before they go to bed, they take time to plan for the next day. This could be as simple as making a list of groceries needed for the week or planning their commute to save on fuel costs. This forward-thinking approach helps them avoid last-minute expenses and stay within their budget. This might seem like a lot of work to some, but for a frugal person, it's just part of their daily routine. They understand that every small saving contributes to their larger financial goals. And that's the beauty of frugality. It's not about deprivation, but about making mindful choices that lead to a more fulfilling and less financially stressful life. Even at the end of the day, the frugal lifestyle continues to pay off. Living frugally isn't just about daily habits. It's also about long-term financial planning. You see, when we talk about frugality, it isn't just about the here and now. It's about the future too. A frugal person understands that every penny saved today is a penny that can be invested for tomorrow, and that's where the real magic happens. They know the power of compounding and how it can turn a modest amount into a substantial nest egg over time. They prioritize saving and investing money. Instead of splurging on the latest gadgets or designer clothes, a frugal person might choose to put that money into a savings account or invest it in a retirement fund. They understand that the true value of money lies not in what it can buy today, but in what it can grow into tomorrow. Avoiding debt is another cornerstone of frugal living. Where others might be tempted to live beyond their means, a frugal person lives within theirs. They avoid high-interest credit card debt like the plague, and instead opt for living a life that is financially sustainable. They know that debt is like a chain that hinders their financial freedom, and they strive to keep that chain as short as possible. Even when it comes to life's pleasures like shopping or traveling, a frugal person always keeps an eye on the bottom line. They seek out sales and discounts, they plan their trips during off-peak seasons to get the best deals, and they always stick to their budget. But don't mistake frugality for a lack of enjoyment or a life of sacrifice. On the contrary, frugal people find joy in the simple things, in the freedom that comes from living within their means, and in the peace of mind that comes from knowing they're on a solid financial footing. So a frugal person's day is filled with smart budget-conscious decisions. But how about you? How do you incorporate frugality into your daily life? Let us know in the comments below.